Now we're on PowerPoint, the most fun you'll have all semester. We're on, well, they're supposed to be like orange, but they look kind of like goldy on my book, goldish. Axis back here is supposed to be red, and that actually looks orange to me, but maybe I have bad eyes. I don't know. What do you have on your book? PowerPoint is a presentation graphics program. What does that mean? Well, if you're giving a speech or you're a teacher doing a lecture, or you're teaching your employees at work some new information. It's very, very common to create a presentation with either in PowerPoint or with PowerPoint, and that's two different things. If you're going to speak to the group live, then you'll have the PowerPoint to accompany your presentation and enhance it, distinguished from if you're not going to be there, you're just delivering some instruction to them by whatever method, kind of like what I'm doing, except frequently it doesn't have the audio with it. It's just writing here. Instead of reading narrative text in Word, they put it in PowerPoint instead, so it's in smaller chunks. So anyway, that's a different way of setting things up. Both are correct and legitimate. They are different as to how you set them up and what you put in them. Anyway, so we're going to do this kind where you are assuming a live speaker. And they're called presentations. And they have, Word has multiple pages. Excel has multiple worksheets. PowerPoint has multiple slides. Okay, and it's all called a presentation. What we're going to learn in this chapter then will be, yeah, I know you did this in fourth grade, but not everybody did. I had students who have never done this before. So create a blank presentation and set a theme. Remember that a theme is a set of colors and fonts that all have a name, and so they're all similar. And they have the same themes in Word and Excel and PowerPoint and Access even, so that your company can choose one same theme and use all the way through the company so they all look alike. Well, anyway, and then there are different kinds of layouts of slides. So you have a title slide, and you can put stuff on your title slide, and then you'll have um, content placeholders and bulleted lists and things like the different slide layouts, they're called, to put stuff in different places automatically. And you'll learn how to have the words, the font, different fonts, sizes, colors, placements, and bold, italics, underline, all that, and then insert pictures, put them here, and resize them, and give fancy borders to them, and so on. And another thing you'll learn is if you have multiple slides, you can rearrange them so you get them in the proper order. And then the views are very important in PowerPoint. We mentioned this before. In Word, not so many views. In Excel, more important. The views are, and in PowerPoint, more important yet. So different views give you different ways of looking at the same information. It's like if it's a coin, you have heads and tails of a coin, but this is a three-dimensional thing. So you have different views of it. And that's more important in PowerPoint, even more important in Access, actually. And then maybe you're going to be the speaker and you have your notes on the podium. So you'll have a speaker notes view. It has a slide at the top and then it has notes at the bottom. It's just different, again, a different view. So that's what's in this first chapter. This second chapter is the same thing, but just more fun. Learn how to put all these fun things in there. So here's some theme that we chose and a certain set of colors, and we inserted pictures. And notice that this title slide with a picture is formatted differently than this multi-level bulleted list. Let me talk about the multi-level bulleted list here, but I have to get my zoom back. Just one sec. Oh, here it is down here. I see it. Must be that's all I'm going to get. Look carefully and see that there are levels of indentations of bullets. Remember the bullet's a little symbol something. And you have your first level indentation, and then you have your second level, so it's in a little bit, and then a third level that's in a little bit farther, and the font gets smaller usually. Anyway, the way you get from level to level is by pressing the tab key on the keyboard, or there's a little icon up on the ribbon. But the point is to get back out to the left. You think you'll press the backspace key? No, no. What you do is if tab takes you in, you use shift tab like a capital letter. Shift tab will take you out. So tab, 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 and shift tab, shift tab, shift tab takes you the two directions. And there's a button up there too if you want to do that. Lots of students get mixed up on those, and then they press backspace, they lost their bullet. So then what do you do? So the what do you do is you keep backspacing, back, 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 back until you get to the old line. So you got rid of everything. When you get back to the old line, then you press the enter key and that takes you back down, and now you can fix whatever you did wrong the first time. That's the trickiest thing in PowerPoint, and everything else in PowerPoint is pretty easy. Here are then more slide formats with pictures in there and fonts changed and so on. It's fun. You'll enjoy working on PowerPoint, I promise.